Hi, I'm Tamara, and I'm here with my friend Golden. We just completed a beautiful daytime look using the full line of Jerome Alexander Cosmetics. Now we're going to show you how to do it at home. Let's get started. So to start off, I'm going to prep the skin for this daytime look using Jerome Alexander Liquid Silk Primer. I love using this primer with my fingers, so does Jerome. Sometimes I think that our fingers are going to be our best tools for applying things like primer and skincare. So I'm starting by applying the primer down the center of the face, and then I'm going to pull it to the sides. This is going to help with oil control and distribution throughout the day. Primer is going to help the skin from getting shiny. It's also going to help fill in texture like open pores or fine lines and create a really beautiful smooth surface for the makeup to work on. I'm going to go in by correcting and concealing around the eye area using the Jerome Alexander Coverage Stick. So I'm going to start by directly applying the stick right around the bottom of the lash line. This is another product that Jerome and myself really love to use with our fingers. The great thing about coverage is not only is it going to correct any darkness that we might have or hyperpigmentation, it's also going to be incredibly nourishing around the eye area and prevent any creasing throughout the day and keep the eyes looking nice and vibrant. So you just apply as much as needed, and I'm using my ring finger and middle finger in a tapping motion to not only blend and be gentle around the eye area, but the pressing motion is going to help to break up any trapped fluid around the eye and help take down any puffiness. Not only is underneath the eye sometimes a little bit dark, but so can the top of the lid. The coverage stick is going to really brighten up all around the eye in the orbital bone, and I'm just using my finger to lightly tap and blend the coverage stick. There's also a beautiful shea butter core in the middle of this concealer that's going to add extra hydration and nourishment throughout the day. And along with the shea butter, there's 5 clinical level skincare ingredients in the coverage stick. I'm using the short stubby brush that comes with the Magic Minerals powder, and I'm just going to start working in little circular motions. This powder is beautiful. I mean, not only is it coverage and concealer, it also has 4 color correcting pigments in the powder that will help cancel out any uneven color in the skin, whether it be redness, darkness. You can really build this to the kind of coverage that you like. Since we're doing a daytime look, I'm going to do more of a light to medium coverage on Golden's face. Just still working in those little circular motions. This powder foundation is talc-free, fragrance-free. Not only is it going to keep the skin in a beautiful matte finish, it's also going to hydrate the skin throughout the day. And I'm just going really close into those nooks and crannies we talked about when we were priming the skin. And I'm just working in an upwards motion. Some of the skincare properties in this powder are vitamins C and E, which are going to keep the skin looking flawless all day long. I'm going to warm up and define the bone structure of her face using the Bronzing Kit by Jerome Alexander. There are 4 beautifully coordinated caramel tones in this bronzing kit that come with this great little kabuki brush. I'm going to start in the hairline of Golden's face and just go in little circular motions, defining her jawline and her cheekbone. So starting really wiggling the bronzer so it doesn't show. And I'm going to go in and just add a little bit of warmth around the jawline, going in a sweeping motion using this kabuki brush, and add just a little bit in the top of her hairline to give her that beautiful glow. These caramel shades are great for any skin tone, any season. They're really versatile and work beautifully with every complexion. I'm going to continue that swirling motion right into the apples and temples of Golden's face, really defining that cheekbone and adding just a beautiful glow to the skin. Adding a little bit more warmth and definition right under the jawline. And continuing right onto the apples of the cheeks. This bronzer works beautifully on its own and really adds a gorgeous warmth to the face. You could pair it with any blush. I even love using it on the eyes and even on the lips if you wanted to. I'm going to really work in that sweeping motion and pull the bronzer right down the chin and neck towards the décolleté. Oftentimes because our faces see a little bit more sun, our necks are a little bit more pale, so this will just help even out complexion and make sure that Golden looks beautiful all throughout the day. Now that Golden's face is glowing from the bronzer and lightly contoured, I'm going to switch tools and use the eyeshadow brush that comes in the kit, and I'm going to sweep in those beautiful caramel shades. I'm going to use a little bit of a sweeping motion in the outer corner of Golden's eye, almost in a V shape. And then I'm going to blend using windshield wiper motions just to lightly contour the shape of Golden's eye and contour the face slightly. The texture of this bronzer is great because it's more of that matte natural finish, which really creates that natural shadow effect, and the beautiful caramel shades won't turn gray throughout the day and will just stay nice and glowing throughout your makeup wear. I'm just going to sweep that bronzer right into the corners, and then again using that windshield wiper motion, just lightly contour the shape of her eye. This will make a great foundation for any eyeshadow to work on. You could also leave it just like this for any daytime look. So now that we have her eye beautifully defined using the bronzing kit, I'm gonna go in with the Jerome Alexander eyeshadow quad. I'm using the light beige shade, and I'm just gonna stamp and stipple while I apply this eyeshadow across Golden's lid and kind of pull it towards the inner tear duct to make the eyes a little bit more vibrant and awake. Then I'm gonna use the tip of my brush in that dusty rose shade that comes in the eyeshadow quad. I'm gonna go in just a sweeping motion right underneath the root of her bottom lashes to add a little hint of that warm rose color. I'm going to just stipple this shade right on the lid from the crease down on Golden's eye, pulling it towards the inner tear duct and blending all across the lid. These shadows blend perfectly because they have such a fine particle in them that they prevent any creasing throughout the day and glide on beautifully even on very textured skin. I'm gonna go in that sweeping motion with that dusty rose shade to just tie in this entire day look. I think this complements Golden's outfit and also flatters her eye color. I'm going to define her lashes using the Jerome Alexander Extended Lash Black Mascara. Since we didn't use an eyeliner on her, this is going to give us just the drama we're looking for in a daytime look. I'm gonna start using this brush and just wiggle right at the tips of her lash and kind of comb through. This mascara is really lightweight, but still gives you that dramatic lash that you're looking for without clumping on the lashes. You only want to load up your mascara once per each eye so you don't pump it too much and get air trapped in. This will keep your mascara wet longer. This mascara beautifully separates and defines her lashes just perfectly for that daytime look. So to complete Golden's daytime look, I'm going to use the High Pigment Lipstick Quad to make her lips look voluptuous and defined throughout the day. And using the brush that comes with the quad, I'm just going to define the lip using my brush to really sculpt out the parameter of her lip and the top of her Cupid's bow. Using the edge of the brush, you can get a crisper line, and using the flat edge of the brush, you can really define and fill in her lips. So just using the edge of my brush to define the shape of Golden's lips, and then using the belly of the brush to fill it in. This lip quad is incredibly jam-packed with color, as you can see, but also going to keep the lips very hydrated and nourished throughout the day. You could use them alone or apply a gloss on top for extra shine. As you can see, we've completed our daytime look on Golden using the full line of Jerome Alexander Cosmetics. I think that this look is perfect for any girl on the go. You can purchase any of these items online at jeromealexander.com. They're all under $25. And remember, makeup doesn't have to be expensive to work.